Hey, how you doing? It's Donnie Sinbad the Sailor Man with poetry, rights, and other stuff from Sinbad the Sailor Man, coming at you today, this evening, with Traffic Authority's video challenge number 71, 100 videos in 100 days. Okay, we're going to come out today and talk about 10 career success observations. The following list comes from the Harvard School of Law and includes the 10 things deemed necessary for success in the job market of the 21st century. Okay, we're going to start with number 1, the ability to define problems without a guide. That would be a good one. A lot of us could do that. We could be better off. Number 2, the ability to ask hard questions which challenge prevailing assumptions. Again, these are from the Harvard School of Law. And these are the 10 things deemed necessary for the success of in the 21st century of the job market. Number 3, the ability to quickly assimilate needed data from masses of irrelevant information. Number 4, the ability to work with teams without guidance. Number 5, the ability to work absolutely alone. I do that quite a bit. Number 6, the ability to persuade others that your course of action is the right course of action. That's not always easy, is it? Number 7, the ability to conceptualize and recognize information in new patterns. Okay, now there's going to be a lot of new patterns online. You always got to keep your eye open for them and watch out for the trending and the hot stuff. Number 8, the ability to discuss ideas with an eye toward the application. Yep. A lot of us have great ideas, we just don't know how to put them into force. This is number 9 and 10. The ability to think inductively, deductively, and dialectically. Okay, now I have to go and read on here. You got a A1, Core Financial Laws Principle Learning Module 3. Define problems without a guide. To achieve financial success, or really success in any area of life, we need to learn that while there are always people who have opinions, you know what opinions are like, that there are many times we need to learn to define/solve a problem without a guide. A lot of times there ain't going to be a guide. Problems just come up. You're going to either have to handle them on the spot, or you're going to have a team of people help you with that problem, or an expert. 2 and 3 were the ability to define problems without a guide, and the ability to ask hard questions which challenge prevailing assumptions. Ask hard questions which challenge prevailing assumptions. Harvard School of Law. To achieve financial success, or to really succeed in any area of life, we need to learn how to see things that others understand, things that do not understand, and things they do that others do not do. part of what Napoleon Hill was saying is that we need to ask the hard questions, which do challenge prevailing assumptions. And it goes on to say, newborn babes don't have guides. They have providers, enablers, protectors, and correctors. Maybe teachers, and maybe later in life guides. Yeah, well, yep, that's pretty right on. And 3, quickly assimilate needed data from masses of irrelevant information. To achieve financial life success, we need to learn how to zero in on the most important information and the least amount of time with the least amount of effort. Makes perfect sense to me. Okay. What most individuals do not know is there's a dark side of this principle. This is the 80-20 principle. And the bottom 20% of your client base will eat up the profit of the 20%. Talking about always sending out materials to this 80% to never buy, keeping them on your email list when you should be thinning them out. Your client base profit at the bottom 20% of your employees will create 80% of the issues. Same thing goes with employees. They're saying out of the 80-20 rule, there's 20% of that 80 that are going to cause you some loss and some problems. The bottom 20% of your efforts will consume the top 20%, and you'll end up with very little growth. To prevent this from happening, we need to quickly identify the dark side of the 80-20 rule, and then remove it as fast as possible. Best case, you'll retain all your profits. Worse, you'll let your company die. It's pretty tough for Harvard Business Law. Ability to work in teams without guidance. To be able to work in a team, you got to know your roles. See what needs to be done, understand the importance of what we are to do and how to do it and when to do it. Without direction or oversight is important to the overall financial success. And they're going on to say that the top 20%, you're going to have great people who don't need to be told to do things. These are going to be the action takers who just pick it up, claim the unclaimed territory, and get out there and do what needs to be done. Okay? Then it goes on to say good people need to be asked once to do something, and if we have to be told more than once, we are less than good. Alright, that's going for reminding people all the time what they're supposed to be doing. They should be able to be told once and then retain that knowledge. And everywhere I work, that's not been the case. Okay, ability to work absolutely alone. Working alone, when done properly, can be more productive than working with people. When we understand our own personalities and how that personality functions best, we not only will be more productive in working alone, but will be more productive when we work with others as well. Okay, we'll have to get back into personalities again. I touched on it earlier. The ability to persuade others that your course is the right one. We are all into sales. We sell all the time. We sell our beliefs. We sell our disposition. We sell what we're going to eat tonight, what we're going to watch on TV. Now, some people don't do that. Some people just are dictators and tell other people what they're going to do. But in the real world with businesses, you're going to have to tell the story and sell. Okay? We are all in sales, and learning to sell is one of the key skills to learn to create financial success. Learning how to sell our ideals, our concepts, our dreams to ourselves, and really anything else we learn to create financial success for us as well as those around us. Personality masteries is very important to create the success. You're going to have to get to know people, their personalities, and especially when you're going to start working with tight-knit groups. It only takes one monkey wrench to throw the whole thing offline there. Okay? Ability to conceptualize and recognize information into new patterns. Now I must have missed that day because I don't have anything for that. Ability to discuss ideas with an eye towards application. Being right doesn't make you rich. Massive action is what creates your wealth. That's a quote from Frank Forte. Always actively seek to take massive action. With anything you see or learn. If you learn something new, try it out. Put it into practice and get it working. I mean, other people are using this stuff. They're telling you about it is because it's working for them. Now, everyone's going to be different. Every recipe for success is going to be different. You're going to have to try things, dabble in things, and find what works for you. Because we all got different personalities, and not just the four basic ones. This is a world of duality and splits and fractions, so you could have up to 6 or 7 personality traits that pop up for different things, so be careful. Get to know thine self, know thine own self, and to thine own self be true. Okay, the ability to think inductively, deductively, and dialectically. Learning young in life that there are different ways to think will help us to create financial success. Now, not everyone knows that you can change your thinking patterns, especially when you're young. You're usually told what to do, and you go through life believing what your parents taught you, what your church taught you, what the schools taught you. Even if you want the military, what they taught you. Now you got to pull everything together and start thinking for yourself so you can know. When you're thinking, you're not knowing. Once you know, you become unstoppable. When you know what you know and you got the experience behind that knowing, nobody can tell you different. Alright, often we are conditioned to think or not think in a certain way. Now this is for the younger people that I just mentioned. Okay, or for older people who have never took the chance to actually think for themselves. When we learn there are different types of ways to think, we become free to choose. That's what life is all about. Free will, choice, freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, and mindset freedom. The ability to choose your own destiny and to think how you would like to think. Now, there's a lot of crazies out there who think a lot they want to think, and they just don't mix in with a lot of other crazies who think what they think. So, it's a world of chaos, and there's a reason for that. Okay, we become free to choose how we think. Now, there's people out there that don't want you to have that freedom. Okay, inductive and deductive reasoning contrast each other. Take yours and others' experiences and modify slightly. That's deductive reasoning. If A equals B and B equals C, then A is also equal to C. Alright, that's very detailed and specific. That's dialectic. Two people listen to one another to debate truth or a version of the obvious truth. And even sometimes that don't work. That's some crazy stuff there. Okay, now I did belong to a Christian mastermind group, and they had an international vision to make our business life so successful that our employees, clients, and everyone we come in contact with us sees Christ reflected through us. That was like our mission statement. Alright? The daily focus for that group is, if God has first place in your thoughts at the start of your day, that's more like being grateful. No? If God is your Father and the creator of all things and the possessor of all souls, here's a good place to be grateful, and He's a good one to start with. Be grateful to and for. He will go with you throughout the day. Okay, if God has first place in each word you speak, He will go with you throughout the day. If God has first place in what you read, He will go with you throughout the day. Okay, give God first place. So now if you're not religious and you don't believe in God, you're going to have to choose you. Okay, because you're going to choose yourself. And remember, you are the most important person in the whole wide world, is you. Because you've been sent here to decide. Alright, there's only two choices, and that's life and death, and that's what I believe. What you believe could be what you believe. I won't even go into all that, but alright, if you give God first place, He will never forsake you or leave you, nor ever will He forfeit His grace to anyone who will give Him first place. And then it goes into prayer, and I won't go ahead and do that with you. Those are personal prayers and business prayers. But that's all I got for you tonight. It's 17:50. Almost 18 minutes. And then we'll get back into natural laws and different types of coaches. I'll hit real quick. There's the cheerleader, and that's usually a cheerleader is an amiable personality. A teacher is usually an analytical. A coach is usually expressive. And a Navy SEAL instructor. Now that's going to be your driver personality. If you ever seen any movies on Navy SEALs and their training, well, that's almost right, but not exactly. I mean, they're pretty tough. Pretty tough cookies to crack, and they're pretty tightly knit group. You wouldn't know a Navy SEAL if he was by himself if you tried to get it out of him. But you get 3 or 4 of them in the wrong place at the right time, and you'll damn sure know that they're Navy SEALs. Okay? And I was in the service, U.S. Navy, for 3.5 years in Iceland, and I had a Navy SEAL for a roommate, so I didn't know until one day everything of his was packed up and he was gone. So then a couple of my demolition buddies told me what he was up to. But never knew that guy was a Navy SEAL, because they didn't go around advertising it, not like in the movies. But on base, and 3 or 4 of them are together in a bar, something happens, you sure damn well will know that they're Navy SEAls. because they're going to take control. Alrighty. And that's what the driver's all about. Control. Alright. That's all I got for you tonight, and this is Donnie Sinbad the Sailor Man from Poetry Writes and Other Stuff from Sinbad the Sailor Man. I am an independent traffic authority affiliate. I can help you with your traffic, your education, and your optimizing tools. And we just got done with a contest, and I won another Echo, which is be on its way here pretty quick. For you who don't know what an Echo is, it is a little cylinder that is an online virtual assistant. Alexa play hits from Pandora. She can turn off
to play a station. First, register your Pandora account using your Alexa app.
Oops. Gotta shut her off. Oh, sorry about that. Gotta turn her mic off. Otherwise, she will talk when I say Alexa. But she can set timers for you. She can build to-do lists for you. She can play games with you. They got skill apps at the Alexa application, the Amazon application for Echo. She will tell you jokes and add Jello to your shopping list, and she does all kind of neat things. She'll give you a news flash. You're gonna have to do some software adjustments to make her do all the fun stuff that she really can do. There's all kind of gadgets you can hook up with her to turn off your lights and lock your doors and turn your heat up. I mean, she can do a lot. If you like to cook, she can convert measurements and give you recipes from different skill apps online, or even I think there's one where you can put your own recipes in. That way you have hands free while you're doing stuff, and you don't have to, when you're old, squint to read your own writing. And like I said, I was in 7th place, but when they did all the calculating, I ended up in 6th. And that's what it's about. I don't do it to win prizes. I do it to get the recognition so people out there like you can see that I am doing the thing and winning contest. Now, if I had some success here coming up with some money, because I've ran into a lot of stuff, I got to free up some of my money. I got medical bills, and now I got to put brakes all the way around the van. And last month, the alternator went out, and then I had problems with the brakes then too. So got to get my van back in working order. Then I can get back on my budget and start my traffic again. Okay. Have a great one. You have a better tomorrow. May God bless you. And may you become a profit pro by doing the thing, the daily thing, the marketing plan, by taking your notes, by journaling, by setting your goals, by picking up the phone and calling people. Alright? Now there's neat stuff in our academy. We just got something really neat works with Facebook and Messenger, and I'm trying to figure that all the way out. I got a campaign set up, and it's got a button out there that sits on 4 of my websites where I don't have to be talking to people, so that frees me up to do other things, like I'm doing my affiliate stuff for Christmas, getting all that stuff set up now. You'll start seeing things pop up from Amazon, and I haven't checked out my eBay Associates accounts lately, and I haven't checked out my ClickBank materials. So I got to get some affiliations back up and going, because Christmas is just around the corner. You only got October, November, 30 days and counting before Thanksgiving. That mad rush to the stores on Thanksgiving Day, which is a bunch of baloney if you ask me. Yeah, to shut down Thanksgiving Day all day long, and then the next day. There should be no reason to leave the house on Thanksgiving Day. That's family time. Of course, the ladies like to go out and go shopping and camp out in front of the stores for a $10 discount or $100 discount. I don't like crowds, so couldn't get me to do that for nothing. Ta-ta for now. See you later, alligator. Get off that couch, you couch potato. Start doing something. Bye-bye.